Mr. Handsome, Girly, very popular Jamaican comedian. Did you know this man spent over a year in prison, Rikers Island, New York? Did you know this man was arrested, charged and found guilty of SA against a minor, a little boy? Did you know? Let's talk about it.
About time. But let me tell you, CDA. You see, all the child molesters them that live abroad do crime to kids, vicious crime to kids, and move back to Jamaica and still moving around in Jamaica with US money to spend to bribe. You know, it's a poor country. So they could easily use their money and bribe parents or our kids and go molest them. And because you guys refuse to create a database for sexual offenders. And I'm going to touch one, because since you all love the TikTokers and the celebrities, and that's who we now focus on. What about Mr. Handsome, a.k.a. Girly, a.k.a. Purcell? Yeah, his first name is correct. Government name is Purcell. I forget the last name. That was charged and sentenced in America. Spent 2 years in prison for molesting a little 7-year-old boy. Do his time. Deport himself right back to Jamaica. He come out of a prison up here. Find himself among kids. This same sexual offender that spent 2 years in prison in America for sexual assaulting a little boy is now in Jamaica with 2 kids that he's raising in the house by himself. CDA, you don't see that? Do you guys ever go make a wellness check on those kids that Mr. Handsome, a.k.a. Girly, a.k.a. Purcell, is claiming that he's raising after he was sentenced and charged, went to prison in America for 2 years for molesting a 7-year-old little boy? Now he gets another chance to go possibly do the same thing again. You guys are making wellness check on those kids. Auntie Dana, come here. You no love to run out, you know. When time you no look clout. No matter how much clout you no have, you no satisfy. Me no see you have Mr. Girly, what a.k.a. around you all the time. You didn't know him in charge and spent 2 years in a prison for molest a 7-year-old boy. And now he claimed that he have his grandkids raising them by himself in a house with them. Auntie Dana, that no bother you? That no send something like some kind of thing in your stomach as a mother? So you want to tell me that even though he was charged and sentenced, because this is proven, this is not hearsay, also all of a sudden him reform, him change? How to know that a predator is always a predator? If you guys gonna stand for something, stand for all slackness that's going on. Because there's no way it should be okay for these men to do their time for sexual crimes in America and can go to Jamaica and be around kids and continue the same behavior, and nobody does see them because it wasn't done. But if somebody in Jamaica right now do a crime in America, and America want in Jamaica in America and go back to Jamaica, America have the right to extradite them back to America to face the same crime. So why is it different? Mr. Handsome, a.k.a. Girly, Purcell, is on the sexual register list up here. And it's okay for him to go home in Jamaica. Ignore all of that. I don't know about it because this made the headline. Even Mr. Vegas is a big artist and Monique Duran speak of this. So I don't know about it. So I only want to make example out of certain people. In CDA, Mr. Handsome have one little girl on his lap in a public internet. I shape the little girl on his lap. I live with the little girl. I take care of the little girl. I bathe the little girl. I change the little girl diaper. The same man that was sentenced and charged for sexual assault in a 7-year-old. But we don't see that. If you don't stop at Rosalie, if you guys want to make change, you have to make change across the board. There is no way a person should do a crime in America on a kid and get to Jamaica and get to go back to Jamaica.
But they tried to appeal things. Now, apparently, according to this, a video was played to the child. The video, apparently, I believe, was Mr. Ansem playing games with himself and showing it to the child, right? This video, which he apparently had on a laptop, which laptop was seized and video was found. They played the video 3 times to the jury, and he appealed against that, saying that playing it 3 times to the jury is too much. It just winding up the jury, something like that, I believe. But all in all, to be honest, me don't need somebody who understand all of this kind of liar thing and thing to go read it and explain some of it to me. But all in all, they tried to appeal certain things, probably to get a lower sentence or get it dashed out, I don't know. So they were appealing the video, they were appealing certain dates and times what the child had said wasn't adding up, or he said different things one time, different things another time. But in the end, they brought in professionals who know about these SA cases and says this is what happens to kids. They get confused, blah, blah. But on a wider scale, the timeline and the things the child is saying proves correct. So if you see where I read the ending statement of the appeal was not granted. It wasn't granted. And it says, since the defendant raises no issue in respect to the order designating him a level 3 SA offender, the order is affirmed. That means, I think, he pled guilty to being a level 3 SA offender. He pled guilty to that. He raised no issue with respect to the order designating him a level 3. So he accepted that. Right? So basically, he was accused in New York of SA against a boy, a minor. He spent over a year in Rikers Island. And whatever happened, he was then deported back to Jamaica. Right? I read somewhere years ago when Vegas had this blowing up, how him say he wasn't deported, he volunteered for deportation. I don't know if that's true or not. Regardless, he's back in Jamaica. Now, he come back to Jamaica and he's had interviews where he says none of this isn't true. The mother and the child made it all up against him. This man is not like Mr. Carter, where case drop. And even though the case dropped with Mr. Carter, guys, them still have to do therapy. Him can't go live in the house with the child there, all of that. This man, case never dropped. Mr. Ansem's case never dropped. He was convicted, charged, spent over a year. Rikers Island, you know. Badman prison in New York. I'm sure it's in the middle of the ocean on one little rock island like Alcatraz, them business. That is serious. Him come out, la-di-da-di-da-di-da. One only report pan internet. Who wants to go read it? The court reports. He ends up back in Jamaica. And my question is, Jamaica have SA register for these people? He was found guilty. He is, I read it somewhere, like he is on PDF register in America. I think if you look on their register, he's on it somewhere. He was able to get it down to a level 3. A level 3 offender. Level 1 is full grape. Level 2, I don't know. And it's interesting because when Mr. Carter was arrested, he was charged on a level 2, I believe. Not sure, but I believe he was level 2, not even level 3. And this guy here, he got level 3 done over here, Rikers Island. This is very serious. So my thing is, he's back in Jamaica. They deported him. Was he deported into the hands of the police? Was he deported into the hands of anybody in authority to follow up on his behaviour? Does Jamaica have a register? Because from what I've seen, he's back in Jamaica. I'm up and down. I've seen him in videos where kids are in the vicinity. Minor boys are in the vicinity. Not doing anything, but they're in the vicinity, people's pitney. If he came back to Jamaica and moved in next door to me and my mum's house, I would be very uncomfortable to know he's there. Right? He came back to Jamaica on a deportation, convicted PDF. So, when he reached Jamaica, does it suddenly not matter? The Jamaican kids don't matter. The Jamaican boy pitney them, where grow up, mixed up, traumatized, what's turning into all kind of evils, and I do all kind of crime because of their childhood trauma. He's coming back to Jamaica, where your kids them there, you Jamaicans out there living uncomfortable with it. Because guys, I was thinking this all these years. How comes everybody so comfortable with this man was convicted, done time. We're up in arms and we are bash CMR. So where this man forget, how comes he's accepted? He's on him having Facebook, he's on him. When I was watching all of this blowing up, when Mr. Vegas was making this public for we are no. This man had a huge amount of support same way. I remember on Facebook. Christians, because he come back to Jamaica, in my opinion, straight into church. Again, the church. Again, was the church being used for coverage? Was it? My opinion, free speech, yes. He came back fully in church, going around doing charities. Yeah. It looked like the end of this was 2011, it says, when this a judge signed off this appeal. So, I don't know what year he landed back in Jamaica, to be honest. Right? But I see him up and down doing charities, PAing at weddings, funeral, birthday parties. We're pitney them there on up and down. I see him looking after his granddaughters, stuff like that. Has anything been put in place for Mr. Handsome, where him have to report to. Because all of the Jamaicans know his background. He's got a huge following. A huge following. How come people ignore the crimes against kids? May I ask? Like, for real, I got videos out with some stories. People don't watch them like how them interested in the Carters, the husband and the wife. You know. Why people not interested in all of this? This man free as a bird.